Hey there YouTubers, so in this video we're going to take a look at the ROG STRIX B660F gaming Wi-Fi motherboard for the first time. Alright, at least for me it's the first time. Now, cool things about this motherboard. Well, 12th gen Intel, right? So, not that you would want to run one of the K CPUs on here, but it will work with this motherboard. To include the other stuff like the i5-12400, Pentium Gold, and Celerons. Now it'll be interesting to see if either the Celeron or Pentium are worth the crap for 12th gen. Every generation I bought them, 10th and 8th, and all the ones kind of in between have been garbage, right? And if you go further back, even more garbage. So, why they even bother making those, I don't know. Celeron's, okay for a mining computer, but for gaming, no. So this obviously is going to be for LGA 1700, and they're going to support PCIe 5.0, so that's good. Thought, chance they might cut back to only 4.0. Will they have any other significant improvements? Well, I don't remember any B567 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet. There may have been some. It's going to have 3 M.2 slots. Maybe we'll see on here which gen they will support. And it looks like they have a few pictures, so we will check those out, folks. It says PCIe 4.0 NVMe SSD support. It'd be nice if it said it was all 3 of them, but it doesn't. Or a sync RGB if you care about that kind of stuff. A lot of you do. Onboard Intel Wi-Fi. So you can see the antennas right there. This is a, nice motherboard. It will be pricey, I'm sure. It's not going to be cheaper than the cheapest Z690. Oh, excuse me for yawning. How rude, huh? Industry leading audio. I don't know how many people actually give a shit about that, right? I know I have all these awesome motherboards. Some of them have some awesome audio. Don't use it. Don't have it hooked up to my awesome stereo. Alright, tech specs. Let's check that out. Blah blah blah. We already talked about that. Supports Intel's 10 nanometer CPUs. Yeah, turbo boost. Nothing really different there. 4 DIMMs, max 128. DDR5, okay, up to the 6000. So that's pretty awesome. So as you can see, just like Intel's B560s, where they supported some of the overclocked RAM, obviously not DDR5, but they're keeping that going, right? So that's pretty awesome. That is going to be awesome. You buy that low-end chip, put some 6,000 megahertz RAM in it, maybe a Gen 4 SSD, and a decent graphics card, the future PCIe 5.0s. This thing's going to rock, folks. The ever disappointing extreme memory profile. Blah, blah, blah. So we'll see this in the pictures. 1 display port, 1 HDMI port. Supports 8K 60 hertz. Yeah, buddy. We're headed that way on his channel, by the way. Expansion slots, PCIe 5.0. This is interesting, where my Z690 has a 5 and a 4. This one's a 5 and 1 3. So, and then the 2 little guys there. So, what else? M.2s. Let's see here. PCIe 4.0, 4.0, 3.0. So, you're getting 2 hypers and 1 ultra if you follow the way ASRock does this, or 2 Gen 4s and 1 Gen 3, okay? Or you could put, potentially, you might be able to get Gen 3s in these and they work. 4 SATAs. So they skimp on that a little. Most of the Z690s to include the one I have. I'm looking at mine. It has 6 on there, right? Maybe 8. Sometimes they do 6 plus 2. Let me just check. 6. Yeah, this one's got 8. 8 total, so kind of shorten you on those, but who really cares? You buy something this awesome, are you really going to run that many hard drives? I don't think so. Ethernet, Wi-Fi 6. I don't think that's, really a big deal. The fact it does have Wi-Fi is nice, though. 2.4 or 5 USBs. You see all the different USBs. Front USBs that it'll support. Looks like a Type-C on there, so we'll see that. All right, enough of this, folks. Let's just look at the freaking pictures. A lot of crap here. Some of it I probably will not even call out, but gallery. All right, let's start with the boring. You can barely see it in this photo, but can we blow this up more, folks? I don't know how to do. Why is this open in Opera? Of all the lousy ones to open this in. All right, well, I don't know how to make it bigger. Unless this is it right here. Oh. All right, that blew it up, but now it's... All right, so here's what we have. Antennas. You've got mic, headphone, line out, and one of these may be a subwoofer, maybe some kind of other speaker. Basically, higher end audio stuff on here. Can't read what that is. There was a Type-C on here somewhere. Might be that one. Here's your 2.5 Ethernet, bunch of USBs, DisplayPort, HDMI. So bad angles, right? Do they have a better picture? They do not. I don't know why they didn't give you a better picture, folks. Let's come in at this angle, and we can really talk about this motherboard. Now I'm considering this motherboard. So look at this. They, not that you're going to overclock your CPU on this, but they have a 1x8 and a 1x4, so you can adjust power limits, which will get you higher multi-core scores usually. So, plus you're going to use that much more electric, right? Is it worth it? I don't know. LGA 1700 probably supports 1800 too, and you can see same standard stuff here, right? A2, B2, so RAM slot here, RAM here, okay? Your fan's going to be right there, exhausting across. Excuse me. Looking at this backwards. CPU fan on this side, right? If you've got a vertical mount, exhausting that way, okay? Right. Folks, take that back. Depends on your, yeah. CPU fan on this side, intake across the CPU, out here. Maybe you have a case fan here, okay? Sorry. Momentary brain lapse. So, DDR5 RAM, like they said. 24-pin connector. Here's Type-C Charlie, USB 3.0. This is coming from your case, most likely. Now, sometimes I take apart my old cases, and I will plug one of these in here for a test bench and use that cable as an extra USB. Here's your SATAs. That's interesting. They've got them laid out flat instead of double stacked. Case connectors over here, right? This is the only one that really freaking matters, the power switch. Probably speaker thing in there somewhere. Case fans. So you've got 2 there. Up here we have CPU optional. Wow, look, two case fans over here. I don't think those are optional. Might say pump too, but could be optional CPU fans, but most likely case fans. Another case fan here, it looks like, potentially, if I'm looking at that right. Got RGB, HD audio, USB 2.0, 2.0. And I can't tell what the other thing is. So, the different M.2s. This was 2 here, and 1 under that, heatsink, okay? PCIe 5.0, and then the, what did they say this was, 3.0? Yeah. So this motherboard, not as awesome as my Z690, obviously, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I do like it. But there you go, folks. That is your preview of this motherboard from yours truly. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and take this name right off here and put it in my title. Thanks for checking out the video.